Going on, y'all? So I had a follower ask me to talk about subwoofer array, and there's probably, I don't know, 6 or 8 different ways of doing subwoofers. But let's just talk to the middle market, as we always do. Let's talk to the weekend warrior or the guy who's doing, clubs and small to medium events here, and leave it at that. They asked me my personal preference and how I set up my systems. And whenever there's room, I always want to put the subs in the center in front of the stage, usually about, 5 inches apart or something like that. I usually travel with double 18s, whenever I can. If I get into super small clubs, I'll just bring one sub in, or something like that. Because there's so many of you guys that are rocking out single 18s, and, that gets it done. A lot of times you don't need 2 double 18s. If I have room, I will always want to bring in both subs. But really, this answer is dictated by the amount of room that is allotted to you during setup. Many times you got to set the subs up on each side of the stage. That's probably my least favorite way of doing it, but I'd rather have that than no subs at all. We do a lot of small places with a mono stack, like I was just saying, 1 sub, 1 top. A lot of the smaller dock bars, that kind of works for. But if we're in an open air situation or something like that, I definitely want 2 subs into place, 2 double 18s in my case. So yeah, those are the 2 scenarios we see the most. We could dive into all kinds of conversation about, curve delay, stuff, and parallel stacks and cardioid and the whole deal. Like, some of you guys are trying to cardioid your club rig, man, just so you can feel like, you're one of the big boys or something, when that's completely unnecessary. Most of the bands I work with enjoy feeling the sub on stage, specifically in some of the smaller places or medium-sized places. I've never once had anyone complain that there's way too much sub on stage that I felt like I needed to cardioid stuff on this level. Now, if you get outside and you're doing big, county fair stuff or whatever, that's a whole different thing altogether. But yeah, so that's just kind of my, take on that. Keep it simple, stupid, KISS. Always rings true in our business. Mix for the room, set up your subs for the room, and try to create a warm, welcoming environment for the band.